What's going on, everybody? KG here. Today, we're going to be checking out the Samsung S90D, and I'm going to be live streaming this footage all day long. Well, not all day long. I don't know how long I'm going, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be looking at different demos. I'm going to go through some Xbox gameplay as well. We're going to play that live on stream. And if you guys have any questions, the best way to do so is to try to type it in chat. I can read it at times. I'll have a question session at the end, but if you need anything answered right away in an urgent matter, the best way to reach me would be through a super chat, and I'll display that on the screen. But if you guys are just hanging out, you don't have questions, that's okay too. But all the questions, if I don't answer them right away, I do apologize. Like I said, I'm running this solo, and we're going to be going through some awesome demos from Jennifer Gala. She is awesome at making content, and I definitely recommend you guys check her channel out. The link is in the description. It's the HDR Super Channel. And yeah, Jennifer's really cool. She actually hangs out in chat sometimes, so shout out to her. So far, I've only seen a couple of 2024 Samsung TVs. This is the first one that I've gotten in my possession. The other ones I've seen at CES, and I like what I see so far. It's definitely a lot of, things that remind me of the S90C, but I definitely need to dive in more. So I'm gonna play some footage, like I said, make sure that we are displaying it in 4K, of course. And if you guys are watching the stream, you definitely want to make sure you switch your stream to 4K because the stream is in 4K. I hope it looks good. I hope it does look good. So I'm gonna say what's up to people in chat so far. So let's see exactly what's going on. So we got a lot of people in chat. The chat is moving very fast. So again, I apologize if I don't get to your question right away, or I don't display your comment or question. That's on me. It is hard to run this solo. But if you do want to reach, super chat is the best way. And that does support the channel, so I do appreciate that. All right, so let's say hello to everybody. We got a lot of people in chat. So let me make sure this doesn't cover the TV here. Right. Yeah, and we'll make sure that we get everything situated. It might be a learning stream, this is the first time that I've actually used this software to stream TVs, so I do wanna make sure, like, we're getting everything the way we want it. So I do have the TV kinda off angle right now, and that is on purpose, because I'm going to crop in a little bit sometimes, with the software when we need to. So yeah, it's like, we're gonna see exactly what's going on with chat first of all. So if you see me repeat demos or repeat things, it's gonna happen. Yeah, and sorry about the delay on the late start. That was my bad. So all right, yeah, let's we got a lot of people in the chat. What's up? Yeah, I need like an intro video. Yeah, no doubt. It just starts. I didn't even do a countdown on this one. I just started it off so that when you watch it back, it's not gonna be a countdown. Yeah, man. So let's see what we got here. All right, looks like I'm caught up with everybody in chat. So thank you all for tuning in. Let's go through this. Watch these demos together and sit through chat, see what we got here. Check the HDMI 2.1 bandwidth. It's 48 gigabits per second. You don't need to check it. Let's see what we got. Got Classy in the house as well. High Def News. FOMO is in the chat. Stop the FOMO. Shout out to him. Good dude. Godfather catching one of the streams live finally. Thank you. I appreciate that. See what we got here. Ecamm is dope. Yep. I agree. I agree. Just wanna make sure I don't cover the TV. That's not covering the TV. We're good. So, you guys can kinda, like, pick what we do here. We could either do streaming, not streaming, sorry, I can't do streaming. I will definitely get removed if I do streaming. We can do YouTube, and we can also do Xbox footage as well by playing the Xbox. So, it's up to you guys where you want me to go with that. But, right now, yeah, we're just checking out demos and, seeing what's going on. If something looks dark or something looks dim, let me know, 'cause I'll adjust the camera. If you guys have any questions too, don't hesitate to ask. There's gonna be a lot of, just answering questions mostly this stream. I'm gonna try not to talk your guys' ear off in terms of, like, my thoughts and opinions on this TV just yet, unless you ask me about certain things. Just because I've only had a couple of, I don't know, maybe an hour with the TV so far, and we can pause it on a scene and kinda go through the settings. If you guys haven't seen, like, the 2024 TVs yet, they changed the menu system a little bit, so, everything's kinda new looking, but it all operates fairly similar. Not too much difference in terms of how you navigate, but it is way snappier. Like, it is smooth. So, props to them on that for sure. Um, I was looking for all settings. Did I miss it? Yeah, okay. It's right in the front. So we are in filmmaker mode. They have pretty much the same settings as last year, except for there's one more new setting, color booster. This just exaggerates color. I did a video kind of talking about all the new stuff that's with Samsung 2024 TVs, but in case you didn't see it, I thought I would show you that. So I'll flip through the modes that they have. Got movie mode. Movie mode and filmmaker mode, of course, are going to be exactly the same in HDR. They're going to be different in SDR. Wait, actually, they should be different. Okay, yeah, they are. They're just not switching. Sorry. In HDR, they are different. Movie mode set to active tone mapping and filmmaker mode's set to static tone mapping. So that's really the biggest difference there. But yeah, we are in filmmaker mode for this. All right, let's see if any questions in chat. Oh yeah, people asking about the panel. I guess I shouldn't leave you guys hanging, right? Um, so here's the panel right here. I'm gonna use my see-through camera to display it for you guys. There you go. That's the pixels right there. You can see the pixels. Definitely not WOLED. It's a QD-OLED. So there you go. All right, let's see what we got. And let me know if you want me to just turn all the lights off too. I can do that. I figured we might as well have a light on. I could turn this one off if it's distracting anybody. Let me know. Is that better? You guys like that better? So on or off? What do you guys think? Do you know what gen OLED it is? I could tell you that it's probably not 3rd gen. Um, it's probably 2nd gen, if I had to guess. I doubt there would be many 1st generation panels left, but who knows? Is it brighter than the S90C? They appear to be about the same so far. And I'm gonna compare it to a few different QD-OLEDs here in the near future to, just see how it looks. But nothing off the bat makes me say like this is much brighter or anything huge improvement wise. The colors look really good, and I mean, just the image looks good in general. So I like it so far. To me, like the S90C was just pretty much an almost perfect TV. So this is pretty much the same thing. I don't have any complaints really. Um, I almost banned you, FOMO, when I was just trying to display your comment. Could be 3rd gen held back by software. Could be. Sure. We looked at the pixels kinda like it's hard to see. Like, I don't know the difference between 3rd generation pixels and 2nd generation pixels. So or if there is any, that'll be something to watch out for with the S95D when we put a camera up to that one. None of the Samsungs have a matte panel except for the frame. The frame is the only one with a matte screen. Yeah, I almost stopped the FOMO. It would've been bad. I wasn't trying to ban him. So S90C is definitely probably all gonna be QD-OLED. I would be surprised if, they all weren't. Of course, 83-inch won't be because there is no 83-inch QD-OLED, and 42-inch and 48-inch is obviously not QD-OLED either if they do end up releasing that here. It's WOLED for those because QD-OLED doesn't exist. I mean, technically, they could do WOLED in 77-inch, but I don't see it. I don't know why they would do it. It doesn't seem like they have, like, a real need to wanna do it, so, um, yeah, that's a really dark scene, so I gotta change the exposure. Let me know what you guys want me to do with this TV, though. I mean, like, it's kinda open season. Get to do whatever I want with the TV in terms of, like, things that I can personally do. I have limitations, though, you know? I can only do so much, so just let me know. I haven't tested motion yet, so I can't speak on that. Here, let me go to some bright content. I'm on your YouTube channel right now, checking out some demos because you make awesome content, Jennifer. But let me see if I can find a good example of a bright demo. What would you recommend for looking at something bright? This is pretty bright, right? Here, let me set the camera exposure better. Oh, I know there's like a really bright scene in this one. The TV looks great. I don't have any complaints with it. But I mean, the last TV I saw was a QNED 90T. So jumping from that to this is just like night and day. Huge difference. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Let me do that for you. Hey, no problem. You make awesome content. I just picked up a Blackmagic 6K full frame camera, and I'm trying to get into filming myself, and it's a lot of fun to try to learn these things, and I'm really having a lot of fun with it. I hope to make my own demos one day. It's kind of like a passion project of mine, just sort of learning a little bit of filmmaking on the side. BT 2020. This is all default out of the box. I haven't touched anything, so it's DCI-P3 right now. Um, if I can try, I can see what like BT 2020 does, obviously. Um, but you know, typically that's not something that they really change or mess with. So we'll see how it looks. But I wouldn't use like something like BT 2020 unless you had settings from Classy, for example, somebody who's actually calibrating and figuring out what would be ideal BT 2020 settings. Um, so that's interesting. It looks pretty good. Like doesn't look saturated. Wait, doesn't look saturated. I don't know if it's like what's going on here, but we'll keep it at BT 2020. See if we notice anything that's like oversaturated or anything. Classy, you're definitely gonna have to test that out. That's interesting because usually when you switch from DCI-P3 to BT 2020, it's usually like a huge difference. But again, I'm not a technical dude, so Classy, that's you. That's your avenue. I don't know if you mess with that on the QN90D yet, but if you get that mastering monitor, people are gonna freak out. I'm gonna go ahead and buy the Flanders Scientific 32-inch QD-OLED next week. It's like I'm not. Sweet. I can't wait till you do your measurements. It'll be pretty interesting. Let me know, does the stream look good in 4K? Is it a little blurry? Here, let's go to another demo here. I like this one. This one is like one of my favorite ones with the food. Very nice. I pretend to be technical with my glasses. Yeah, me too. That's weird. It almost looked like it tried to switch to BT 2020, but it failed. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Maybe auto actually works? I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, it looks like it's just not switching the color gamut. Maybe though, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's just not switching the color gamut. I'll have to report that as a bug then. Let me write that down. I'm trying to be a helpful person this year and create a bug list that I run into so I can help get TVs fixed. Good Samaritan. Okay, so BT 2020 maybe doesn't engage. I'll try it on other sources too. Obviously, we'll try it in game mode in a little bit. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to try. Because I mean, listen, like this is a good time to like figure out any sort of launch issues so we can get them corrected so that when people get them in their hands, they're happy with their TV. Anyway, I love this demo. I think it's awesome. Build quality is pretty nice. Like, I thought that the S90C's build quality wasn't bad. I thought the stand cover kind of was bad on the I did think the stand cover and stuff was bad on the S90C. It's the same exact stand, but the stand cover is more premium looking. It looks really nice. I like the way the new stand cover looks. It reminds me of like when it is set up on the pedestal, it sort of sits and looks like the LG C3 in a way, like the brushed silver look. I like it a lot. I think it's very elegant. So when we're talking about like what's the reason to get an S90D over an S90C, I don't, have that answer for you. Some people just like to buy newer TVs, and this is a lot of what the S90C was, and that's not really a surprise. And I want you guys to temper your expectations on even something like, third generation QD-OLED. It's nice, but I don't think it's this night and day difference that everybody thinks it is. So if you've bought second generation QD-OLED thinking that third generation is going to be a huge leap, maybe not. So, um, yeah, just keep that in mind. I love this demo because of the pizza slicing part. I did this demo on my A95L S95C comparison. Wonderful. Colors look great, by the way. Like, I know I was getting asked about that, and I set the white balance for the camera, so you're pretty much seeing what I'm seeing as far as colors go. Should be pretty spot on. And once again, we are in filmmaker mode. I can try other modes if you guys want. You just let me know. And as long as I can abide by the request, I will I will fulfill your request to the best of my ability. Maybe. We'll see. And again, if I'm missing your question, I'm very sorry. Now I need pizza. Yeah. Now you do need pizza. Can never have enough pizza. Hold on. Is there a way to maybe put this over here and scale it? I don't know. Let's try a long comment. How's that work? Oh, yeah, that works. All right. So we ended up framing it for a reason that way. So this is a good question from Jennifer Gala. She says, "How do I know if I'm getting a QD OLED? Is it written on the box?" It's a little bit of a tricky question because what I would usually do is look at the size that is available and if it's 42-inch, 48-inch, you know that can't be QD-OLED, and then if it's 83-inch, you also know that can't be QD-OLED. So, reasonably, that should be the only sizes that are WOLED. That's the hope, and I don't see any reason for them to change that. I know there was a report talking about that, but I think, like, the whole mixing of panels thing was probably more related to, like, yeah, they're gonna have 42-inch WOLED and 48-inch WOLED and 83-inch WOLED. I doubt you'll see a mix of panels, like, within the 55-inch, 65-inch, and 77-inch range, but who knows, you know? We will have to wait and see on that. But I would say that if it says Samsung OLED on it and it's not 83 inches or 48 inches or 42 inches, it's most likely QD OLED. And if it's not, you take it back to the store. Dynamic tone mapping is not on. I am in filmmaker mode. I'll go ahead and put dynamic tone mapping on for the next demo. We'll go into movie mode. So so let's go ahead and see what dynamic tone mapping does to these strawberries. Nice little milkshake going on here. So switching from filmmaker mode to movie mode, you can see that's kind of what the dynamic tone mapping does. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but that's what you get. So I'm gonna play that in dynamic tone mapping for the rest of this demo. I mean, for content like this, it looks fine. The problem is when you are watching movies and stuff like that, it can definitely lift up some scenes, make it look a little artificial and unrealistic. And for a movie, that's not what I like personally. And we'll play around with the settings some more once I go through some stuff and answer some questions. Got 192 people watching right now. That's huge. Thank you guys all for tuning in. If you have any questions, you know, feel free to leave them. You know, don't just be a watcher. Ask your questions. Ask away. And if you're wondering how do you ask questions, like I said, you have to be a subscriber to type in chat right now. I'll open it up to viewers who aren't subscribers later on in the stream if I have some time to answer some questions, and we'll do it that way. If not, you can always leave a super chat. That will support the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. How sensitive is the ASBO for this year's model? I mean, we could check that in game mode, see how that is. Maybe there's a dark scene. I wouldn't expect too much to change from that behavior from like the S90C to the S90D. Typically, that's not like a yearly change type of thing unless it was something that was widely a problem. There's only so much you can do with ASBO because they have to keep these measures in place. Could the G4 be better in color than the S90D? I highly doubt that. Jennifer Gala asking another question here. She says, last year's S90C, is it as good as the S90D? Also, are the menus faster and more responsive? So yeah, that's one of the huge improvements for the S90D. is the menus are a lot smoother and responsive. I would say, there's just still this one quirk that I have about the menu system where you kinda have like, when you press the gear button, you have to press it one more time, but other than that, it's, like, super smooth. It's so smooth to get in and out of settings. Navigation is really, really quick. I like the fact that they revamped the UI. It doesn't look like an old, like, Samsung UI anymore. It still looks like the Samsung UI, but they cleaned it up. Like, look at their rounded edges. The UI just looks nice and modern. So it's cool. I like it a lot. I think it's very fast and it's improved quite a bit. I like this lion one too. Jennifer, if you're still in the chat, the demo that Brian shows with the people that's spinning the fire sticks, do you remember the name of that one? Because that one is really cool on QD-OLEDs. Appreciate you, High Def News says hit the like button, folks. Thank you. Thank you for that. Samsung out the gate. Where is Sony? Sony is hibernating right now, but we'll see. They should be around the corner. You never know. So, what are some TVs I should put up against this TV? I think, obviously we got to check out the S95D. That's one thing for sure. The S95D is going to be a very polarizing topic this year. I have a feeling about that. I mean, that's not really like a out of the blue feeling, but that is bright. All right, let's go. Let's take that down a little bit. That blinded me, kind of. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna also put this up against the QNED 90 just because for laughs, I guess. I don't know. Is that fair? Is that even fair to do? Putting up this TV up against a mini LED TV, is that fair to do anymore? I mean, of course it's fair, right? How's the cable management on this? Yeah, it's fine. It's just little clips that you can have in the back to manage your cables. It works. It's a solution. All right. Poke through settings a little bit more. Okay, sure. So I'm just gonna go through all the settings here so you can see in case you guys are curious. I'm not gonna talk over them. I'm not gonna tell you what each setting does. Trying to save my voice because I don't know how long this stream's gonna be, so I don't want to like need water all the time at the end of it. So you still have like panel care options and stuff. Adjust logo brightness is on low. I just keep it on low, but like I mean, we'll just turn it off or why not? Um, color booster is one somebody was asking about. So let's find something that's really colorful so I can show you what that does. All right, here we go. 2 different colors. Let's try to bring them out even more. All right, so let's see if we can get my camera to clip from this. And all this does, color boosters, brand new for 2024. All this does is pretty much acts like, kind of like live color from Sony. It exaggerates the color a little bit. Some people might like it, you know. That actually doesn't look too bad, but yeah, I mean, it really just depends. You lose detail, so I don't know. Here, let me see if I could kind of show you what this does a little bit more. Oh, color's starting to fade from the camera. All right. So yeah, there's that. Let me scroll through chat here. Classy was saying the QNED 90T is a replacement for the QNED of 2022, not the QNED 90 of 2021. It's not a high-end model. Yeah. It's a direct competitor to the QN85D. So we can't look at it next to say like a QN90D and expect it to be that. Or, maybe we can. I don't know. I believe it's got 180 zones, so I have to recount. Pretty low. I'm pretty sure the Samsung has this too. I'm pretty sure every mini LED TV has this 120 hertz BFI. As far as like every 120 hertz mini LED TV should have 120 hertz BFI. There's no reason for it not to. Um, let's see. Put it against the G4. Yeah, that's a plan. G4. I'm not gonna get the G4 till about April 6th. So they pushed back the release. They pushed back the release date a little bit. Screensaver wants to kick in. I forgot I was paused on this. So what happens when you try to answer questions and play content? Yeah, we'll check out what do you call it? Gaming in a little bit. Yeah, the QNED 90T unboxing forced me to the chiropractor. Pretty much. It's annoying unboxing that thing. Man, this is a nice demo too. So when I do my live streams, like for comparisons this year, it's gonna be nice to be able to get them in 4K. Like I love that. I love that this stream is in 4K. I can zoom in a little bit more if you want to, and we won't lose quality because that's just how this camera works. Here's a question, would this model be a comparison to the LG C3 or the LG C4? Neither. I mean, like, they're the same price, but this TV is just a better TV overall than both of those TVs because of the color brightness and because of the brightness in general. You're just getting higher brightness out of the TV. Now, this year, like, the C4 could match the brightness, get close to matching the brightness of the S90 series. So, like, the S90D and the C4, they could be close in brightness, but, since the C4 doesn't have MLA to help it with the colors, it's probably not gonna be a fair fight still. And I would just choose the S90D over the C4. But I will compare those as well, yeah, for sure. This will compare better against the G4 for the most part. It's gonna be interesting to see this versus the G4, especially in game mode, because last year, the S90C versus the G4 or G3, I actually liked the S90C better in game mode, but, outside of game mode, I preferred the G3. But apparently, game mode is fixed based on, like, all the reports, like, Classy has, talking about the game mode being fixed, so should be a different result this year. I'm pretty excited about that. Check that out. Speaking of, LG, let's go to their little channel, play some, demos from them. Why not? Let's go to, this one's pretty bright, so we'll use this one. And, this one's not working really well for the camera. Let's go back, to the super channel. Classy says, S90D versus G4 will be better, than what's expected. G4 brighter and S90D more color volume in certain high graded content than the typical features difference. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's something to watch for then. All right, let's see what we got. My kids love it. Nice. As long as the S89C, S90C is available, get those. They're really good deals for sure. For sure. So I am in movie mode right now, which has the dynamic tone mapping on active. This one's static, so that means the dynamic tone mapping is not on. So, um, yeah, see the difference there. I'm not the biggest fan of the way active works personally. I definitely prefer the other method. Static is the way to go for me. Does the S90D look brighter? Brighter than what? Brighter than the S90C? Brighter than what? The C4? The C3? I don't have the C4. I don't know. I assume you mean the S90C. Um, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't have the S90C next to it. But we will compare to all the other QD-OLEDs. Like I said, this is just the opening stream to kinda show you the S90D, answer questions about the S90D, things like that, and kinda just put out a showcase for people to watch, like, "Here's the S90D, you can watch it." Um, yep. Yeah, I don't know that yet. Still a lot of testing to be done here. Should bust out the old S95B and compare it to this, would be interesting. Yeah, I probably will do that. I don't know if I'll update when I do that or if I won't update when I do that. I'll probably just update to the latest one just to, show you what you get if you have an S95B right now and you update to the latest firmware. Yeah, if you really like this, the S90C and the S89C aren't, gonna be much different. So the way that TVs from year to year work, there's not gonna be like a gigantic increase unless a technology change is at hand. And even this year, when you go from the G3 to the G4, people think this is gonna be this massive, gigantic difference. It's probably not gonna be that much of a difference. Let's be real. So there's gonna be improvements for sure, but the 2024 TVs aren't gonna be worlds better than the 2023 TVs. So, those are on sale right now and at good deals. This S90D or C4, this for sure. This for sure, unless you wanna save money and go with the 2024 model or 2023 model. And I haven't even had the C4 yet, so, I'm saying that blindly, but I can confidently say that based off of what I saw from the C3 versus the S90C last year, and knowing that the C4 didn't change a ton. Stream Super Mario Bros. Is that the one you got content claimed on? Nah, I'm good. Good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. Is it just me, or does the frame seem to really stand out? You talking about the Samsung frame? Or you talking about the actual frame? Oh, I see what you're saying. You talking about ah, okay. So, there's a TV behind this TV. So, it looks like this, the TV is, like, bigger. It's not. Okay, so let me go, away from the 16:9 content so I can show you exactly what I mean. And, that's my bad. I should have probably just, like, raised it up, right? Recommending me gaming stuff. I just wanna see. Let's go to the LG OLED demos again, because those are full screen real quick. Alright, so you talking about, like, the extra bezel that's on top? That is just a TV behind the TV. That's poor framing by me. Yeah, my bad on that one. But yeah, pay that no mind. Super chat from Stop the FOMO. Thank you for the super chat, FOMO. I appreciate that. He says, Night KG, super chat to offset YouTube censorship for Supermart. Nice. Thank you for that super chat. Much appreciated. I'm gonna open this chat up to all viewers. So even if you're not subscribed, you can chat for a little bit. But if things get out of hand, I'm banning people. Well, not banning people. I'll just switch to subscribers. Let's go ahead and change that. See if that worked. I don't know if that worked, but if it did, you're now free to chat. Okay, yeah, it says chat is now open to everybody. Super Martin. What did you write? Oh, Super Mario Bros. That's what you meant to write. Okay. I was confused. I was like, what? I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm gonna pretend like I know what he's talking about. I didn't know what Super Martin was either, so I had to just figure that out for a second. I was like, what is this man saying? I'm gonna put myself on the screen so it's a little bit more interactive. I don't know. Maybe not. I could. Why not? Hey. Oh. Why did it stop? Oh, right, because I was just showing you that. Gotta call it Super Martin to avoid copyright claims. Alright, this camera sucks. I'm not gonna go with it. But yeah, I just was showing my face to everybody like, hey guys, what's up? Alright. Bye. Alright, no, but questions about the S90D. Leave them. These are questions that I can't answer though. S90D brightness brighter than the S90C. Can't answer that right now. Sorry. Let's see. If not for subscriber only mode, I would have not seen I would have wow, can't read. If not for subscriber only mode, I would have not seen that I was not subscribed. I love KG's videos, or I thumbs up KG's videos and have seen plenty of his videos but never subbed. Hey, man, I appreciate you for subbing. That means a lot. Oh, can't show that one. Don't want to get copyrighted. I don't know if I would, but and I appreciate that. This one's cool. This is a Sony demo. Um, I think it's the HDR. Just, yeah, probably. Says HDR, so I'm gonna guess that it is. Well, are we blurry? No, we're not blurry. This is a stress test for mini LEDs, by the way. I am a little blurry, huh? My bad. Why don't you guys say something if I was a little blurry? I'm sitting here with a blurry camera, out of focus. You guys ever been to this place, Nacho Daddy? I went. It wasn't that great. I literally only went there because it was in the Sony demo. I was like, hey, I seen that in the Sony demo, so I went there. Any idea if Best Buy will have an S90 or S89D this year? No idea. Best Buy always does weird exclusive models. Wouldn't surprise me. Does the screen look as inky black as glossy screens? I mean, there's like if you shine a light on it, it will, have the same lifted look as all the other QD-OLEDs. So it just looks like every other QD-OLED that I've seen so far. So if you've seen a QD-OLED, it's kind of got that look to it. So the same exact look. The only one that's going to be different from every other QD-OLED is going to be the S95D, of course, because it has the anti-glare coating. Somebody was asking about the LG TVs, the OLEDs. They're coming at the beginning of April. So my shipping notification for the G4 is on April 6th. This is not matte. There's not a matte QD-OLED. People call the S95D matte, but it's not a matte screen. It's just an anti-glare. Like, that's all it is. It's an anti-glare coating. Let's see what we got. Let's find some cool Sony demos. Oh, I love this one. Let's fix the camera so we can display this better. It's like you gotta pick your poison with dynamic range on cameras. It's like either look a little too dim or you clip some highlights. There's no middle ground. I mean, there's a middle ground, but it's like it's barely a middle ground. KG, I'm not sure how you like promoting other people like yourself, but Caleb from Digital Trends just toured LG factory in the US and has a new video. Yeah, no, Caleb's awesome. Caleb's a good buddy of mine, so yeah, no, I definitely like Caleb's videos. I watch Caleb's videos all the time. Game time? Yeah, we could do some games. We could definitely do some games. Let's do it. Let's do some games. Let's run a couple more demos. I just want to catch up with chat and stuff. I do have it open. When I switch to games, I might have to close it because my eyes will be away from chat. Sound quality, I haven't tested the sound quality yet. That's a good question, though. I will test the sound quality. It's nice having the camera right in front of the desk so I can adjust. That's why the camera's set up the way it is. Colors are amazing on this TV, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I think QD-OLED is kind of as good as it gets right now when it comes to just colors in general. So, you probably have no complaints if you get one, no matter which one you get. Like, you pick one. You can get the Sony one, you can get the Samsung one. They're all the same panel. They're just different generations sometimes. That's about it. So, let's go through some settings, why not? Let me set the exposure here for this. Try out BT 2020 again. I might, like, just try to restart the TV and see if it works. As of right now, it's not working. I'm still in BT 2020, I believe. Maybe it just doesn't work in filmmaker mode. I didn't even think about that. Oh, no, it works. I mean, like, it's doing something, right? Like, you see, it's doing something. Before it wasn't. So, I don't know. Let's try that out some more, I guess. We're in BT 2020. Um, let's find a red, like a really bright red. Let's see if this affects it. Like in the past, when you would switch between them, there was like a huge difference, and it was like, okay, that's not right looking. Definitely need to somehow get that fixed. Let's look. Yeah, I mean, there's a change. Yeah, weird. We gotta test this out some more. Um, let's just go on this like full red color here. I'll go to a different mode and try it too. You could see like the gold. Look at the gold. It's changing, but the red doesn't seem to be changing that much. Like in the past, if you would switch between like DCI-P3 and BT 2020, your reds would get kind of wild, honestly. But now I'm just seeing like a change in the gold. Look at the gold on the hand side. Here, I'm gonna brighten that up a little bit for you so you can kind of see it. It's a little bit of change there. Auto should be in 2020 now. Let's check. So I know what this looks like in DCI-P3 when I switch it to that, right? So let's see if I switch to auto, will that look different? I don't know. Um, Yeah, actually. They fixed it, I think. I don't know. Maybe they didn't. I don't wanna just say it like that. Like, no, they did fix it, but I don't know. This has to be tested by you, Classy. I think that I can kinda see a difference between the auto and the custom, because I have custom set to DCI-P3 right now. Interesting. There's probably a better image to check this on, right? So, let's do this fan then. There's a lot of colors on this. Auto 2020 is on the S95D. Okay, that's probably on this too. So, would it say it down here? No. It just does it? Okay, I could see the tone difference there. That's like a more okay. So there's that. Let me go back to auto now. Yeah. You're right. Auto is BT 2020. Unless my eyes are playing tricks on me. It could be. um, but no, it absolutely looks like auto is BT 2020 now. By the way, this is clipping, so you guys probably didn't even see that. My bad. Let me turn that down and do that test again. Cool. That's an awesome thing. Um, very nice. I wonder if they're gonna update other TVs for that, because they do go back and update old TVs. You could see it, right? Like, look at the left of the fan, the gold part. Yep. Awesome. Cool. Gotta love that. After all these years. Right? They did it. I swear this was like a thing for for I don't know, 5 years or so, ever since they switched to that menu system. That's all they had to do is make BT 2020 more accurate and make auto be in BT 2020. There's no reason for P3 other than needing to clamp for creative work. Word. That's cool, man. I like that because you could definitely tell a difference with colors. Like when you had it next to say like the A95L, it was sort of like that big separation. I wouldn't say big separation, but if you're pixel peeping, if you're really looking out for it, you could tell the A95L just had that edge to it. So, kind of interesting. Look at that. They fixed that auto mode. Wow, I think we should celebrate. I think we should all just celebrate. This one's pretty cool too. TV is beautiful, by the way. Especially even full screen brightness when you just see that like bright scene right there with the leaves and the trees. That was very bright. Like that's a very bright scene right here. This is a very bright scene. It's lighting up my room. And my camera just like broke basically. It was like the exposure was done after that scene. Let me actually pause it on that scene and kind of set the exposure so you can see. Um I don't know if my internet's bugging or what. That was weird. This scene right here is bright, man. I have my aperture set to f22 right now just to capture this. Otherwise, it'll clip. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a little bit better. You still get a little bit of clipping though. It's okay. I'll take some clipping in the sky. It's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it now to what do you call it? Oh goodness. I'm gonna cover the screen with Classy's no. I was gonna say I wanted to make a change, but the lighting, it's all good. Let me put it on aperture priority. The light's gonna change though. Or shutter priority, I mean. So the lighting is gonna change in the background because it's gonna adjust. It's gonna look like things are like dimming and stuff, but it's not. Just ignore the light. I'm just gonna do this so I can pay attention to the chat. My 55-inch Vizio just developed a 2-foot square darker patch in the upper right corner. Dang, man, that sucks. That sucks. By the way, that's not what I was laughing about. I was laughing about what Classy said. Um, let's see what we got here. Classy, I think you did it, man. I think you are the reason for change. Thank you, by the way, for that. We we're very appreciative. Appreciative. Appreciative? Appreciative. Can't speak today. Yeah, I mean, like, where could I check that at? What is there a demo you got in mind that's not gonna get me suspended? I could also check it on gaming too. I can also do some gaming. We are gonna do some gaming here in just a second. Been going for about an hour. What's KG stand for? It's my name. Can't tell you my name. Secret, top secret. Stands for Kevin Garnett, the basketball player. I'm just a very big fan. No, it doesn't. But he was an awesome basketball player. Legendary. Some might say. Some should say legendary. Alright, I'm gonna make everybody hungry by playing the food reel. Classy is the hero we needed, you're right. Alright, after this demo, we're gonna switch to gaming. If you guys have questions, put them in the chat. If you have urgent questions or you just wanna support the channel, you can go ahead and leave a super chat. That is always greatly thank you. Appreciated. Appreciated, thank you. You know what I mean. Kilogram? Yeah. Making me hungry. Alright, let's switch to, Xbox. Alright, where should we switch to? Yeah, this is actually a good, demonstration of why let's see if I can switch it so I could show you exactly what I mean. Yeah, see, well, like, this always never looked right to me, and then when I saw it next to another TV, I was like, "Wow, that's just so wrong." Like, my eyes could tell there was something wrong, and that was the biggest issue, and now it's fixed, so thankfully. Alright, so let's go to our Xbox, find a game to play. Let's fire up the Forza. Everybody likes Forza, right? Maybe not, I don't know. Oh, I should probably do something where I can, like, walk around, huh? Alright, let's mess around with this first. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and actually just take it off of the shutter priority. Actually, I don't know. I'm just leave it on it. It shouldn't change anyway. Shouldn't change that much anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna just take it off, honestly. I'm just gonna take it off. If it clips, it clips. Alright. Main menu. Let's look at the cars. Let's just look around at the cars. Maybe we can find something there. Let's, Can you show the clipping pattern from Xbox and HDR Basic? Yeah, I already said it. It's 1000 nits. I'll probably do a video on it separately. There's a lot of shadows in this game. Kind of cool. Please play Super Mario Odyssey. I have my Wii, not my Wii. I have my Switch hooked up. What am I looking for exactly? I can try to find it in a game. There's games where I can like walk around and stuff, so I could try my best to find one of those scenes, but I don't know, in a game it might be hard. I know what you mean, by the way. I just don't know how I could find it in a game. Just like off the bat. I can mess around with some paints to show off some colors. Here, that's very dark, isn't it? All right. Not quite, but yeah, that's gonna be a better test for classy for sure. Elden Ring, yeah, hey, dude, that's right up my alley. What happened to the colors just now? Oh, that's right. Loading screens are in SDR, right? Getty G Man, what's up? I mean, you just missed some demos and stuff. That's really it. Chatting, chatting about the S90D. Oh, and auto color mode is fixed. So if you're familiar with the bug, or well, not bug, I guess it's just always been intended to be like that, but now they changed the behavior of auto color mode, and now it's BT 2020 by default. The Moonlight Altar. Okay. You ever play a game and then like you pick it up a year later and you just like forgot how to play the game? That's me in this game. But I gotta remember because the DLC is coming out like really soon. And I'm definitely gonna pick that up because it looks sweet. Alright, here we go. Um I guess you guys want me to go through like the options for game mode? So let's do that. Let's see if anything changed with game mode in terms of options. There is like this all right, I don't know why it's locked into standard. That's weird. We're gonna fix this. What's going on? Why is it locked in the standard? Mini-map detection on and off. That's interesting. It's in basic. Alright, I wanna know why it's locked in the standard. What are we doing here? I just played it before the stream started and I had my custom 1 mode on there. Just trying to think. Let's think. What would cause that? What would cause that? Dragon's Dogma 2? I haven't picked it up yet. I want to though. I do want to. Game HDR on is only standard? Oh, really? I didn't know that. Is that new? Was that like that last year? Oh yeah, you're right. 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 It was like that last year. I'm dumb. Yep. Yep. You're right. It's all right. It's all working as intended. Yeah, here's the color booster, what that does. Not something that I would use for this game. Let's see. Yeah, so that's that. Looks good. Let's go ahead and change the HDR game mode. Game picture expert. Let's go ahead and change it to advanced. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not liking that, guys. I don't like what that does. So yeah, I know a lot of people like this. But yeah, I would not play like this. Um And again, I think that does change the settings, right? Yeah, so I probably had to change the settings individually like last year. Yeah, it changes the settings. That's why. It's just like a shock to your system when you first do it. Because you definitely, I'm not using contrast enhancer. You can if you want to, by the way. I'm not saying don't. Okay, now I can actually compare them, see what that difference looks like. Now that they are comparable. Okay. Oh, the color tone. Forgot that part, didn't I? All right, let's change that too. By the way, I haven't even looked at if Warm 1 is better than Warm 2 yet. I haven't even delved into that. So yeah, you can kind of tell it works the same way as last year. It's okay for certain games. I do use it. I'm not saying I don't use that one. But for certain games I do. I do turn it off. It really depends on the game. And that's my bad. I've been playing like in this like underexposed camera mode the whole entire time. My bad. Yep. See, this is why we should probably just leave it on shutter priority because I'm stupid and I forget about the camera. Okay. Let's just leave it on. Let's just leave it in shutter priority while we're playing games here. Go to a different area. This is a QD-OLED panel, and this is a 55 inch. But the 65 inch is also a QD-OLED panel. So wait, what is going on with the shutter speed? I don't know. Oh, there it goes. 1/50. Don't fall. Okay. I hate these things. Why do I only have my sword out? I'm gonna beat these guys with a torch. I haven't played this game in so long. I'm not even locking on. Kind of noob. All right. Um. All right. Go to the good old Sea of Thieves colorful game, right? Can you bring down the light? Oh god, it's gotta update. Okay. What light? Which light? The light that's in the room? Or like you want me to just play in a pitch black environment? Is that what I'm doing here? What's up, Ronnie? Hope you're doing good. Oh, okay, what could I play that's colorful, that's updated? I guess you try Ori. Got good HDR. Yeah, that does not play good on camera though. Not on this camera anyway. Exposures. I mean, yeah. There. That's a little bit better. I have it on auto right now, so we can have it adjust when I switch scenes and stuff. Go to Ghostwire. How's Lies of P? It's alright. I haven't been able to really get into it like I have with other like Souls likes. That intro screen always scares me. I think that my TV's breaking when I see that. I'm like, oh god, what's happening? Yeah, I confirmed that it's QD-OLED. See? Here. It's QD-OLED. I took a picture of the pixels. Nope. Let's go continue. Exposure is a little bit too much still. That intro gave you a small heart attack? Yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, "Ah, what's happening? Is this it? Like, is that's what's happening to my TV, huh?" Oh god. I haven't played this game in so long, I forgot how to play it. Ah, I'm getting wrecked here. I've got this on the PC, and I played through it, but yeah, a little different with the controller. I'm not the greatest with the controller. Mouse and keyboard is my thing. Well, it used to be, and still kind of is. Oh, I forgot how to get the soul cores. I think I got like, I don't remember. Well, let's just run through Tokyo. Okay, or not. Can't catch me. I'll go this way. Nope. I'm just locked into this area until I fight these guys. I'm gonna, I'm gonna punch them. Oh, here we go. Where? Oh, see, he was behind me the whole entire time. Alan woke. Is that a different type of game I haven't played? Okay. I'm gonna go stream. I'm gonna be streaming for a little bit longer. Not too much longer though. I think I'm supposed to sneak up behind this guy if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, that was that was not sneaky. How do classic games look on it? I don't know. I haven't tested it, but on the S90C. Oh, you asked about the S90C too, maybe, or but I played it on the S90C. I played a lot of classic games on the S90C. It looks okay. About what you would expect. It still has to do, modern TV things to it, unfortunately. So it could look better than it does. I got him. Oh, nope. Thought I had him. Oh my god. I thought I had him. I did not have him. Do you think that the 77-inch will be a mix of QD-OLED and WOLED? No. I don't see any reason for that to happen. I would be honestly like shocked if it happened. Like if you just think about it, does it make sense? It really doesn't to me. I feel like they would just get way more bad publicity from doing that. So I don't think so. What the heck? This guy was dead for a second and now he's not, and then I'm dying again. I need to change the difficulty apparently. I'm just like struggling, right? Should I get the S90D or S90C? Depends when you're buying, of course. If you're buying right now, the S90C is a better bargain. I mean, it's like value-wise, you can't beat the S90C. If you're planning on buying later in the year, they'll probably end up being around the same price. S90C probably won't be available for too much longer if I had to guess. Wow, this guy's done to me, man. Why is this game so hard right now? All right, let's switch it because I obviously suck. Um, what about some Diablo? I like that they fixed the change with the auto, by the way. I think that's really cool. Since we're on the topic of fixing things, Iceman, I really love that they fixed that. That's a huge fix because it's been broken. Well, not broken. It's what they intended it, but it's been wrong for years. Like it just felt wrong. Oh, I forgot to play this game too. Okay, yeah. I guess it's how you play the game. That's a person. That's not an enemy. That. Um Here come to the bomb. Let's see. Okay. Switching the game because this one is a little dark. It's a little bland for QD-OLED, right? Like you guys want to see colors, obviously. Madden, I guess. I guess. Why not? Why not? I haven't tested everything fully yet, so I can't answer that question. Ghost, sorry. I need to be able to test this next to other QD-OLEDs to really be able to tell you if it's better or not. Alright, I'm gonna go for like 15 more minutes or so. Yeah, let's just resume this game. Why not? This is a brighter game. Let's brighten it up. It's okay if this one clips a little bit. I don't care. Alright, oh, I don't know how he didn't pick that off. Yeah, I'm getting G4 Modern Wise. It's not blown out. There we go. Would I be able to use this as a monitor? Absolutely, yeah, I use my S95B as a monitor right now. The speed of the menu, pretty quick. It's pretty snappy, right? I think this is, like, one of the biggest improvements this year in terms of, like, is UI design, and then just, like, actually how quick it is and snappy. Yeah, you do have to double click to get into settings, but it's so snappy that it, like, really doesn't even matter anymore. Even when you go to the home screen here, like, everything is just so much faster now. There's a little bit of loading time, and then when it has to load things, there's a loading bar. So if you ever load something that needs to be loaded for the first time, like you see there's a little loading bar, that's nice, that's elegant. That lets me know my TV's working and not just like about to freeze on me. So that's cool. I really do appreciate that. I think this is a very snappy um, operating system. So it's going to change because I just went in and out of that. I made the mistake, pressed the wrong button. My bad. But yeah, I mean, look, it's pretty snappy, right? I'm about to get scored on because I was doing that. Um, and then like going in and out of the game bar, also very snappy. All the all the menu options are like rounded off. It looks good. In that sense. The virtual aim point is very bright though. Don't leave this on. You definitely like if you leave this on, I bet you could burn in your TV. That is bright. Um, obviously, that is something that I don't recommend using for long periods of time, but it is useful whenever you need to use it. Minimap auto detection is interesting. Somebody was asking me about when you're not in the game HDR mode. So let's get out of the game picture expert, turn that off. So when you're not in the game picture expert, it's still in HDR, but you kind of just like have control over, the different settings that are here. You still have like FPS, RTS, sorry, RPG, standard, and then auto. Auto is like an auto genre detection. Like somehow it knows I'm playing a sports game. I don't know how. Let me switch to another game. Let me see if it changes to something else. If I'm playing Elden Ring, is it gonna try to put me into a sports mode? This is a good test to see if the auto thing works. Oh yeah, just forgot this is an online game, so it's like kicks you out. You can't just resume from where you last left off. Yeah, it's snappy. It's snappy for sure. Um, from the S95B, if you update the S95B, like you don't have to, but I'm saying if you do, they did make that menu system a little bit snappier as well. It's not the same layout, but it is an updated layout from what it was current like previously. So I know they made some improvements to the S95B, but I'm not saying upgrade in terms of like your firmware because I don't know if you like your current picture mode and they might have messed with the S95B's picture mode because it's always been like sort of a work in progress in regards to the picture modes. But from the S95, I would only upgrade like say if you're trying to jump to like the 77-inch or something. That's the only way I would upgrade because if you're not upgrading size, it's pretty similar to the S95B, and I'll compare it to the S95B. I did a comparison with the S90C and the S95B last year. They were very similar. I expect the same thing this year because this is pretty close um, to the S90C from what I see so far. I haven't put them side by side, so I can't say that they're one for one the same. Anyway, let's check the game genre thing. Um, So I have it on auto game genre. Okay, so it is doing something in terms of detecting that genre. Let's see if I switch it to RPG. Okay, so it somehow knows I'm playing an RPG, which is interesting because I don't think consoles have metadata. Um, so the TV's doing something to detect that I'm playing Elden Ring. Maybe using AI to recognize like locations of the UI and stuff, or where my player is on the screen, things like that. That's pretty interesting. I think that's pretty cool. So that's an AI feature is the auto genre detection. Pretty interesting. Kind of cool. They still do have the original mode, by the way, if you like to set your console accordingly to that instead. And then you have your two custom modes here that are available. Has this like you can name it, but you can't. Unfortunately, I thought you could. But this just gets you into the like basic setting part right here. You change this, and that's all that really is able to change with the more settings options. So there's that, and then any other questions in regards to game mode? Oh, does color space auto work now on the S95B as well after 1622? That's awesome. If that's the case, I had no idea. What are your in-game brightness settings right? What are your in-game settings right now? HDR brightness, ray tracing, prioritize frame rate. Uh, I'm playing on console right now, so I think ray tracing is off. Prioritize frame rate. Yeah, that's how I usually play, just so it's smooth as possible. Oh, I don't know why I drank that. Why did I drink that? Man, my guy's so strong. I remember these guys giving me so much trouble. This guy looks like he works at Burger King. All right. What's new in game mode? Kind of just the auto genre detection here. Um, it'll automatically stay in the genre that you're playing. But if you use Game Picture Expert and use the game HDR, that's not really gonna matter too much. There's also mini-map auto detection, which is gonna, I don't even know what this does. It says sets the feature to automatically recognize the location of the mini-map when using mini-map zoom. Oh, okay. So it's just it uses AI to detect where the mini map is on the screen, and it zooms in on it. I guess that's really useful if you're playing something like Call of Duty, for example. Do I have any first person shooters installed? I don't think so. I don't think I do. Do I have anything with a mini map? Starfield, but I think it probably needs an update. I do have Call of Duty Black Ops. I'm just like afraid to even load that. Um, what's something with a mini map? Maybe Armored Core? I know that probably needs an update too. I think Wolong has a mini map. Maybe not. Oh, you just tested it? Nice. I'm gonna have to update then. It's a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna have to update and test it out myself. That's pretty cool. Thanks for mentioning that. What would replace your S95B? Um, I don't know. Like, I don't really have any reason to want another TV right now. Just kind of for my personal use. I don't use TVs enough. Like, I review TVs more than I watch them now, which is crazy. Um, but I don't know. I just play on the TVs that I review, and I just enjoy those TVs more than other TVs. But as far as like my daily usage, I don't think I would. There's nothing I really got my eye on right now. Maybe a G4 if it's like so much better. But I have my doubts that the G4 is going to be like this extremely insane TV that is so much better than the G3. I have my doubts. Okay, so there's the mini map. Let's try this mini map zoom thing. Game Motion Plus looks like it's on. I don't know. Maybe it's not on. Maybe they changed the way this the frame rate works in this game. This is I don't remember it being 60, but sure is 60. Maybe it always was 60. So mini map zoom. So that's what okay. That's what it does. So let's see if it works. If it can recognize my mini map. Did I turn it on? I might not even turned it on. And pretty much it just zooms in on a certain part of your screen. Um Minimap auto detection. It's on, but it doesn't seem to work. Let's see if I just like press resume. Oh, it tried. It tried to find it. Oh no, never mind. It didn't try to find it. That was just me pressing the D-pad. Okay, so let's just find it ourselves, I guess. That feature doesn't work as as I would liked. So that's that. There's just 3 different options you can select with it. Very handy if you're playing like a game that utilizes you just like staring at the mini map, I guess. Um Interesting. I don't know that I would use it, but yeah, very interesting. That's actually kind of throwing me off. I'm trying to think what game would you just be like watching the mini map? I guess Call of Duty, right? With the UAVs and stuff. You just watch yeah. So I don't know. I don't think I've ever shown off mini map zoom, but that's what that does. And then of course, I talked about the virtual aim point. You just make a crosshair on the screen. Yeah, you can add the mini map zoom to the left if you want it, or the right. You can also share it to your phone, which is cool. Um, yeah, see, just looks for devices that you can share it to, and it shares the mini map there. It's an interesting thing, I guess. Is original the same? Is original as game genre the same as filmmaker mode? I think it's very similar. Let's find out. I have it on game HDR right now, so I have to take it out of that. So once you take it out of the game HDR, it's auto detecting now. So yeah, original will change that. And then you said check filmmaker mode, right? Okay. See how similar it is. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. Like I'd have to do more testing to definitively say, but yeah, it looks pretty close. KG has no FOMO when testing all these TVs. Good to hear. Yeah, I mean, I'm not somebody who upgrades every year personally. Like, but like in the past, before I was doing this, as a job, but I haven't seen a TV that makes me like want to jump from my S95B yet. Uh, so there's that. I mean, like, I really think that if you bought an S95B and you don't pay too much attention to like color accuracy and stuff, then you're probably fine. But if you are somebody who just really wants a kind of like closer to reference picture, then the S90C and the S90D is definitely better than the S95B in that regard. But if we're just like flipping through some modes, checking them side by side, they're very similar. There's not a huge difference there. Um, it's looking kind of dark on the screen. Yeah, I don't have burn-in. I've been using the S95B as a monitor for like months now, and I have no burn-in. And I oftentimes leave it on static like screens. Sometimes I'll be editing a photo or something, and I just leave it on there for hours, and I forget about it, and I don't have burn-in. So it's like that's not how you develop burn-in anyway. But I'm just saying, like I don't baby the TV at all. It's something that I don't really go out of my way to try to not get burn-in on, because like, if I get burn-in on it, it's not that big of a deal for me, because I review TVs and I can probably get a different TV, because I buy so many TVs, and then, I'll just keep one of them instead of selling it. I haven't followed things what's new this year. I kinda went through it all pretty much. I think one of the newest settings that people might use is this color booster. It's pretty much like live color from Sony, if you're familiar with that. It really just exaggerates, primary colors like reds and stuff like that. That's the biggest difference that I see there. As far as other things that changed, the actual behavior of the way that auto color space works is that it will put you into BT 2020 color now, even though it'll say DCI-P3 underneath. It's kind of weird. I wish it would say the correct thing underneath, but it is what it is. That's right, you don't get auto death in this game for falling. Alrighty, it's 9 o'clock PM. Just realized that. But if you guys don't have any other questions tonight, I'm going to sign off. Let me double check through the chat real quick. If you guys enjoyed the stream, on your way out, please hit the like button. That helps out the channel and helps spread it out to more people for the algorithm and all that stuff. I don't see anything else in chat. I don't think I missed any questions. If I did miss your question, though, you know, put it in the comments and I'll reply to it after the stream. Yeah, that's correct. From what I observed and from what people are reporting, Auto is doing it correctly. The way that you would think Auto would work, it now works. Yep, you have a good one as well. Have a great day, everybody. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Peace.